What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Comments here for you, Madden 19. I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's video and the community reaction to Alvin Kamara getting his nose rings and arm tape. Because to me, that conversation really speaks to the frustration we have with Madden. Because I don't know anyone that asked for jewelry, much less nose rings, to be in the game. Now, I'm not criticizing that they did it. In a way, I'm glad they do anything to make the game more realistic, but mouthpieces have been something that you could go back and see people want in the game. They're in NBA games. They were in the game everyone hates to have brought up, NFL 2K5. They were even actually in Madden before. So it's not like the precedence for having them in the game isn't there. Not just with football, but other titles. You know, you talk about what Gridiron Champions did. They actually promoted the fact that they wanted custom mouthpieces in their game. You can go on Google right now. You can search for tons of people who are interested in having authentic mouthpieces in the game. It's not something I care about. It's not something that changes the game for me, but I respect that it means a lot to other gamers. So when EA comes out and they do something like this that really maybe no one but Alvin Kamara asked to have done, it almost seems like they don't listen to what we have to say. They almost don't value our input. Because if you're taking the nose ring and bull ring of one player and putting it into the game, because that player wanted it there, but you're not listening to the people that are purchasing your game telling you they want mouthpieces in the game. And it's not that we're just bringing this up out of nowhere. The standard for them being in the game, the rationale for them being in the game is already there. In many ways, a lot of the things we want are just things that have already been in the game. And yet EA makes that nearly improbable to get back. It's not about what is or is not in the game. It's about listening to the consumer and actually making strides to improve the product based on our feedback. And when we don't see that happening consistently, and yet we see other things get responded to, it makes me feel like as a gamer and as a consumer, you don't value my input. You don't value our community's input. And that's what makes me feel like this game is going down a wrong path. Sure, it's a hard line to say Alvin Kamara's nose ring in the game means Madden's worst days are coming. But if you simply view the context of the conversation as that, I could see how that could seem a bit off. But if you put it in the context of Madden hasn't listened to the game's players for years about putting in a variety of mouthpieces when they've been in their past products, other games, and even out-of-market sports games, it brings a whole new light to what they're trying to do with their game. Mouthpieces don't make or break simulation football. Neither do nose rings. But responding to your consumers to make a better product is all anyone is asking for. And if I can't trust you to listen to our input on a mouthpiece and make changes so that they're in the game, then how can I expect you to make changes to the bigger discussions we have about legacy issues and game-breaking problems? Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. I appreciate you checking it out. I'll be back in the week with more commentary.